we'll pick some winners, Chappy.
Yeah, we're on live.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right, welcome to this is it. It officially starts round 2. Round 2 starts here, and we got winners from round 1. Chappy, what's going on?
Not much. Another good weekend, Georgie, ahead of us. Culminated by one of the Derby preps, the Bob Lewis, actually running on Sunday here at Santa Anita. So we're very excited about that. And we have 2 of our favorite guests, Mr. Jim Bennis, always in his basement in a grumpy mood. And he's my teammate. Oh, there, he's laughing. And then I'm very disappointed in your favorite man, Carl. Carl's usually like up on a chateau drinking some French wine in the snow, and now he looks like he's in Jim's basement with him.
Yeah, I'm in the mud house.
What's the weather like over there, Carl? I heard it's terrible.
Terrible. Races canceled tonight. Main track was closed today. They canceled Charlestown and Penn National last night. Temperatures are dropping right now. We'll probably be getting the low teens tonight, maybe down by 8 degrees, freezing rain. Not good.
We're expecting temperatures in the 70s, Chappy, this week. So,
yeah,
a little different.
Low 80s, I think, next week. So, but it's 80s. Yeah. Jim, it's very chilly in Chicago as well, huh?
I got a foot of snow out my back door, too.
Wow.
You can have it.
I talked to my parents this morning, and they said they got out to go to the store. They turned the corner, slid through the stop sign, turned back around and went home and skipped what they were going to get. So, yeah,
wow. That's
not
crazy.
good. But sunny and beautiful here, Georgie.
It's beautiful here. Hey, we're excited about this weekend. Tomorrow's card, I saw it. It's fantastic. Sunday, of course, Messier, see if starts the 3-year-old career. Sir London as well is running in that Bob Lewis, so it's going to be a pretty exciting race. And then next week, of course, is the big game, and we're going to have some great pick'em contests for free, and it's going to be a fantastic couple of weeks here at Santa Anita. But right now, we're going to be raising money for the Winners Foundation. You see there in the corner of your screen, everyone, and it's a fantastic charity that helps race trackers on the backside and the front side with all kinds of different issues. So we're pretty proud to be part of that. We also got, we just got announced. I don't know if you can see it, but right here, we got this wonderful mug that we're going to be giving away on Big Cap Day. And it is a fantastic travel mug. So definitely you want to come out that day. And I know it's still far away, but I was excited when I saw it. I was like, wow, that's a nice looking mug.
Well, and besides the mug, we get the pleasure to watch Flightline run again on Big Cap Day. So, and hopefully, if things go well, he will crush here and then go on to the Met Mile after that. So, good things ahead. He's back on the work tab and worked up a storm the other day. So, very exciting news.
Very good. Nice mug. And we got a couple of mugs right here. And let's see what they go. We're going to start with a win bet. And Carl, Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. I know you have it. And I think your first win bet comes in the Tin Man series in race number 1.
Yeah, I like to break sharp from the gate. I'm going to go with the 4, Jeff Mullins and Pratt. I just think this horse is just he fits in this spot here. I don't think the distance is going to hurt him. The 1.25 miles. Jeff is superior on the grass, and more so with the European ship-ins. This horse has been here for a while. I was kind of scared of the one horse, but I'm just going to load up on this one and try and get a head start in this, George, and take this thing down today.
Well, you can't go wrong with Flavien Prat. Jeff Mullins doesn't often go to Flavien Prat, so when he does, you better pay attention. And I think that Moody Jim has got a big shot in race number 1 going 1.25 miles. Chappy?
Yeah, a couple things. First of all, the Mullins barn's really heated up in the last 2 weeks. He's had multiple wins the last couple weeks. Not only that, but he has gone to Pratt here of late. And obviously, Moody Jim was always a horse that had plenty of talent. Almost a 2-year layoff. You could get away with running him for 40 off of that long layoff. and he handled that field with ease. And I think he'll move forward today. So, not that I'm rooting for you, Carl. I'm rooting for my man Jim. But Jim, where we go with our win bet and why?
We are going to the last race, the 9th. And I am making a win bet on the 7 horse for O'Neill. Just hoping the horse keeps going a little bit forward and that the distance helps him.
All right. So the 7 horse in the 9th race, 4-1, exactly. Wendy, the old 2 sprints to the route. And as you can see, Doug O'Neill right behind my shoulder there. He had 2 nice wins this morning in Dubai. So congratulations to him, including Hot Rod Charlie, romping in prep for the Dubai World Cup. Let's hope he keeps it going with exactly Wendy in the last, Georgie.
All right, we're going to be celebrating. I'm going to have a couple of Wendy's Happy Meals because we're going to be happy and when we win here today. Carl, you got an Exacta to work with. Where are you going?
I do. We're going to go to race number 7, George. Let me see where we're at here. Yeah, what is it? 2 other then. Yeah, I went with the 3 and the 6. Leonard, I think, is having a good meet. His numbers look pretty strong. I like this horse. I think he's going to get a class relief today. I didn't really care for that. I just threw out that last race. And plus it was off the grass. But I think this horse is going to move forward here in this area then. And I went to the outside to Michael McCarthy. Happy birthday, Mike. He had a birthday this week. This horse has been freshened up since November. He goes to the main man, Johnny V. And again, this is a tough race because I also like Jeff Mullins and the other Leonard Powell. But I went 3-6 to try and get some value here. Exacta box.
All right, 3-6 flashiest. I loved it when flashiest won, and then the on TV you saw Powell and his daughter, and they were celebrating. It was a beautiful moment. And flashiest, Chappy, that's one of your favorite fillies as well. Favorite horses.
Yeah, I loved flashiest in the Ocean Side at 12-1. Happened to be in Vegas, so that was a good day that should have gone better. I told that story another time, but this race is a small field. It came up as like a graded stakes race, to be honest with you.
Sure did, yeah.
So, 6-pack going, but very, very interesting race with some good runners. So I'm looking forward to race 7. All right, Jimmy.
Going
exact
right back to
time.
The 9th race.
Where we heading?
Right back to the 9th race. I'm boxing my 7 horse, the win bet with the 5. The horse coming out of all the stake races. I'm just hoping the 7 beats him for the win bet.
All right, so 5-7. We've got the Walter Solis horse who's ran a couple decent races here lately, finally going to the turf and then back to the 7. So, Jim, so far, all the eggs in one basket, Georgie, and that's the last one.
All right, that sounds good.
He'll be alive at least.
That's right.
Yeah, Medina has been running against Stakes Company, so this is a big, much easier spot here in the maiden rank. So, pretty good pick there. And number 8 is Commandana, and the Washington football team is now the Commanders. Hey, wow, they came up with the Commanders there.
Chappy loves it.
Chappy loves it. No, he don't like the Commanders.
I like the Washington football team. Why didn't they just keep it the same? I kind of didn't. Yeah. I got used to that. I thought that was great. Commanders is awful, terrible.
I sort of agree.
Thank you.
All right, we got a daily double to work with. Where are we going, Carl?
We're going to go to race number 7 and 8. And I'm going to take the outside horse again, Michael McCarthy's horse with Johnny V, Awfully Naughty. And I'm going to key it with race number 8, the 3 horse, Simon Callahan's horse. Another salty race, 2 other than, very short field. It's anybody's race, to be honest with you. Everybody looks pretty good in here. I just thought the connections. Simon's having a slow meet. I'm just hoping this horse has some okay works at the track, and I just think he's going to Mike Smith. This guy knows the horse. 6.5 furlong should be not should the cutback will help. You can make a case for everybody, but I'm just going for a little bit of a price here to see if I can stay ahead. So that'll be race 7, number 6, to race number 8, number 3.
All right, that 8th race. I mean, we've got Chappy, a couple of fields that are not really large fields. They're short fields, six entrants and so forth. But the small fields are highly competitive. And even though it's not 14 entries, I think there's value to be had. They're good betting races, even though they're short fields.
Yeah, they're tough little races back to back, especially the 7th and the 8th. And even a horse like Fashionably Fast is very a hard knocker. But I thought he kind of just needed a little bit of a break, which they gave him a freshening. So that's kind of nice to see. But
yeah, definitely a fan favorite there. All right, Chappy.
Jim needed a freshening off of his last win, so he's ready to roll again. So where are you heading with your double there, Mr. Bennis?
We're going to start the double in the 6th race. I'm hoping with the blinkers off on the 2, he can ration the speed a little bit and carry himself this time. I'm using the 2 part wheel with the 3 and 4 in the next race.
Okay.
Flashiest and Dicey Mocara.
The 2 9 to 5 in the morning line. Bob Hess is having a good meet, and Flashes, as we talked to, and nice Dicey Mochara, we made a good score on.
Yeah.
In its 3rd lifetime race. If you went back and watched those first 2 races here, and they were just bizarre, and it was a good trip note horse. So a few of my favorites coming back in that tough little race in the 7th, George.
We'll be going head
Carl,
to head here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a key race, George.
Yeah. Carl, as a trainer, I got to ask you, because I never really know, and I know every case is different, but how should you as a handicapper read into in a relatively short field, a trainer entering 2 in the same race? Is that something that the trainer really wanted that race to go? Or, I'm not 100% sure. I always feel it's a good sign.
Yeah, it's a bit of both, George. It's probably the one horse is probably doing a little bit better than the other. That's his. You're talking about the 6th race, like Brian, for example. Samantha has a lot of good horses with him right now. He probably needs this race to go for this horse. He shoved the 4 in there to get, probably that's where the horse belongs. He took the horse for 50. Most of the time, horses are just ready. And I know California right now, it's very hard to get horses in and races to go in different spots. It's the same here in Philadelphia. But you don't really want to do it all the time, because different horses for different speed or whatever the case might be. But I think in this instance, he probably helped the race go for his out Brian, the other horse, the 4 horse. And he looks okay in this spot. But every trainer is different. But I'm sure he helped this race go a little bit.
It seemed like in the past, Carl, a lot. It doesn't happen as often, but somebody would have a closer in there, and they used to put the old rabbit in there to make sure that, right?
In Europe,
that seemed to have gone away some here, right?
Yeah, in Europe all the time. Remember Frankel, for example, he always had a rabbit because he was too keen. Aidan O'Brien does it all the time, but not so much in America, because we don't need a lot of pace. There's enough pace in America to get things rolling. You know what I mean? That's why the Europeans do so good here during Breeders' Cup and stuff, because there's enough pace to run for those horses.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. You don't see it now, and plus, listen, look around. The population of horses, unfortunately, has gone down. Some of these races are terrible. The tracks, you can't. They're so small, 6-5 horse fields. Now here, San Anita, the class, these are tough races for short fields, very tough. But unfortunately, hopefully it'll pick up.
I just today in 7 out of the 9 races, there's double trainer entries. In 7 out of 9, there's a trainer that has 2 entries in there. So it's just something that, as a handicapper, you go, why? Because the owner might be upset.
Sure. Hey, it happens.
Against,
it happens.
There's always that.
For sure.
But I always feel like it's a really positive sign that at least one of those 2 is feeling great, and the trainer wanted to make sure that race went no matter what. So
But that's why
way to read it.
and that's why they stopped the couple entering, right? Remember before it was 1 and 1A. Now they stopped it so you get more betting interest. So there's a reason behind our madness. And look at the stake races. Baffert might have 2 in a 5-horse field, and O'Neill will have 2, and then John Sadler might have 1. It's tough. It's tough everywhere. It's just not LA. It's just the horse racing industry at the moment. So hopefully it'll pick up. And
you know what's not tough? The tiebreaker, which we're definitely not going to need today, right, Chappy?
No. We don't need it.
There's no chance. Start. I mean, we say this often, but there's no way we're going to need the tiebreaker today. So.
All right, where's the wheel at?
Wheel of Doom right here, baby. George, Carl, what happened was the last time you were on, I figured it out. I went in. George was gone one day, and he had rigged it, so he was cheating.
Yeah. There's a glitch.
I moved it into my office. He had a string coming off the wall, and it was just something was up.
I think there was more George heads on there than yours.
Yeah. So we'll give it a spin.
That's and
he still something.
Rigged.
I'm not buying this.
All right, I think we're going to race number 3. Carl, you get first pick.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the 5. Mike McCarthy. I think he's going to win 2 in the car today. And Johnny V. Listen, Johnny V is a very smart rider. This horse looks terrible on paper. It's going to take a lot to take him out of the jock's room to ride a 3rd race. So I think Michael must feel very confident this horse fits here today. And obviously Johnny probably came out in the morning and worked him. And I think we're live here, George. I think we're smooth sailing, buddy.
All right, we're going with Pretty Renna. Go ahead, Chappy.
Go ahead, Jimmy. What are you doing? He's getting awfully cocky over here.
I'm looking at the 3rd race because I forgot there was a tiebreaker.
Just close your eyes, Jimmy.
Can my coach help me?
Yeah, well, you don't often see Flavian Pratt jumping on a Papa Padromo horse that was ridden by Brice Blanc first time out. So I got to think the 7 is a little bit live there.
There you go. Sounds good enough to me.
I think you should go with the Tula Cheekies. I think Jim should go with the 2 if he wants my 2 cents.
I think I'm going to listen to Chappy this time. I know you never mislead me, George, but
no. Just like that Wheel of Doom cheating over there. He would never steer you wrong.
All right, I want to thank both our guests for a wonderful show. We wish you the best of luck. Hopefully, you guys will have, raise money for Winners Foundation and turn your 300 into at least 1,000. And one of you will move on to round number 3, closer to that $1,000 grand prize for the winner. So just 4 more wins, and one of you could be winning that $1,000. Thanks for being on the show. Chappy, any last words?
Yeah, Jim, if you win, I'll have the check here for you when you come.
Just put it on the file.
When you come into town. No, hey, you guys are 2 of our favorites, so we had a blast. Good luck to both of you. Carl,
appreciate it.
Good seeing you, buddy.
Always.
All right.
God bless.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.